we should turn to people in the culture like this UFC fighter, whom I had never heard of before because I don't really follow the sport, but she is great, and she's much smarter than any of these experts around us. Rose Namajunas. Is that Namajunas? I don't know. She made this point in an interview that for her, she would rather be dead than red.
I have a lot to fight for in this fight and what she represents. And, I was just kind of reminding myself of, all my background and everywhere that I come from and my family and everything like that. And we watched, and I kind of wanted to educate my training partner, Chico Camus, on the Lithuanian struggle and like just the history of it all. And so we watched the other Dream Team just to kind of get like a overall sentiment of what we fight for. And so just after watching that, it was just a huge reminder of like, yeah, it's better dead than red, and I think I don't think it's any coincidence that Weili is red. She's that's what she represents. It's nothing personal against her, but that's a huge motivating factor of why I fight, and I fight for freedom.
So this fighter, she goes on, it's very eloquent. I guess this other fighter that she's referring to is some sort of pinko. And she says, look, we actually have different values here. I would rather be dead than red. Yes, that's not just jingoist slogans that Americans used to recite during the Cold War. That is a moral truth. I would rather be dead than red. This goes right back to the Bible when Christ says, do not fear those who can destroy your body, but fear him who can destroy your body and your soul in hell. You should not only be worried about your physical safety all the time. That will deprive you of your dignity, and you're going to end up, well, I guess we're living in a moment when people are denying human dignity more broadly by creating little hybrids in laboratories and by trying to compost humans, as we were discussing yesterday on the show. But I still believe that humans have dignity. I still think we have a rational soul, we have an intellect and a will, and that we're made in the image of God. I believe all of that. And so if I were forced into a political system that demanded, they told me, you need to embrace a radical, atheist, materialist system called communism, or we're going to kill you, it wouldn't take me 2 seconds. Say, oh, kill me. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of death. I don't want to suffer. I'm not exactly happy about pain. I don't want to endure that. But death itself, no, I'd like to extend my life reasonably. But I'd like to live a good life in accordance with providence. But I know ultimately I'm going to die, and so I don't fear that. I want to just make sure that I'm in a good position when I die. I don't think it's necessarily wrong for researchers to be trying to figure out ways to improve human health. But there is a big difference between researching ways to improve human health and creating and destroying human-like creatures, semi-human creatures, for the purpose of living by their death. That is an inversion of, it's an inversion of Christianity. It's an inversion of the religion that has traditionally built our civilization. And it's an inversion of all the lines that we talk about how we need to be progressive and selfless and open. And yeah, it's all bunk. It's all total bunk. Stop. Don't go anywhere. Don't. I know you were about to. Don't. Before you go, you got to smash the like button. You got to subscribe. YouTube does not want to be regularly serving up this kind of content, okay? Not totally in accord with the sort of things that they think. So do that. You click, you're good. I'll see you next time.